YouTube, we're back here at Red Rock. I know it's been a while. I say that every single time because I'll go on a 6-month hiatus of never posting on YouTube. But I know we're a month into 2026. I want to definitely make an effort to change and actually try to continuously post things, just because even if it's not a successful YouTube channel, I think it would still be dope to actually put effort into something that I wanted to create. So, once again, if I didn't already state it, this is my YouTube channel, Never Gutter Gang. The reason why it's called that is simply because I feel like not only in bowling, but in all aspects of life, I feel like we're very negative. We put ourselves down, especially the fact that when we make an effort to do well, we tend to fall short, and then we kind of kick ourselves when we're down. So the reason why it's Never Gutter Gang is to encourage people to do better when they bowl, not only just in bowling, but also in life, right? I know during bowling it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, we're gutter gang because I suck and I just want to throw it into the gutter because I'm terrible, right? But on this channel, we're gonna try to put a more positive spin to life, just because I know life gets hard for everybody. But anyways, I'm Nico Corsame. This is my channel. I know that was a long ass intro, but I've been gone for a long ass time, so we're gonna get right into it. We're here at Red Rock in Las Vegas, bowling on their brand new, I think they changed the lanes, they changed out the ball return for sure. I bowl here on Tuesday mornings with me, my dad, one of my best friends, Tristan, and that's probably my second favorite league that I'm in. I currently bowl 3 leagues: Monday night at Suncoast, Tuesday mornings here, and then Suncoast on Thursday nights again. I only say that this is my second favorite one just because Thursday nights I get to bowl with my girl, and I just love the fact that she's able to enjoy the same passion that I have, even though I might not enjoy it the majority of the time because I need to work on a lot of stuff. But I already threw some test shots while I was trying to get all the cameras and mics working and all that. So I'm on my second frame. First ball was a strike. Second ball, we got a 9 spare, so we're just gonna pick it up from there. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna get down to kind of talking about what my goals are for 2026 and for this YouTube channel. I know that I don't have enough experience or enough knowledge to be able to try to create something where I'm gonna teach people how to bowl and what I work on and what I do in order to bowl better. So I kind of just want to make this channel more of like follow along the journey kind of thing, because this is one of those things where I do tend to work on continuously throughout my day. Like I just got done cutting hair and then now I'm over here, right? Time to put in work. But also this YouTube channel is also going to be about kind of updating you with what's going on with my life, what I'm working on. One thing that I do want to explore is having people come in and hang out and chill, because I think that one of the beautiful things about bowling is the fact that it's one of the only sports, if not the only sport, where when you're on a team with everyone, you get to kick it and hang out and catch up. So that one hit a little high. We're gonna move left. So one thing I'm gonna be editing some points, but at the same time I really want it to be more of a shoot, talk, and keep it as raw as possible, just because I'm getting older, and I realized that back in the day when I was on YouTube and watched a lot of YouTube and indulged in all the different avenues that people were creating and dropping into that website, I remember I enjoyed the fact that it just seemed like they brought out their camera and that was basically it. Granted, I give props to everybody that spent time in order to perfect their craft of creating amazing and dope videos, but sometimes it definitely feels like it's a lot of editing and it doesn't feel like it's actual like real life. And bowl is life. patent pending. I know I said I wasn't gonna edit as much, but I'm still trying to work out the kinks on where I was supposed to keep the camera at, so I cut it off, made sure you guys can see a lot of stuff or what I'm doing, and hopefully it comes together well. So, what are we gonna talk about? 2026. Honestly, last year, the end of the year was pretty, it was very packed up because one of my best friends, I got a lot of best friends. You guys will hear about all of them throughout the whole time we're doing this. One of my best friends, they've been together for longer than I've been alive. And they got married in the Philippines. So it was dope because like a group of us all went to the Philippines. I think there was about 16 of us. We all went together. It was a dope, fun, amazing experience that I don't think a lot of people get to share because, 16 is a big group. You do it with family and stuff, but to get 16 people all at once is like herding cats. So to be able to pull something off like that and then experience the same experiences that we were able to share was probably is definitely like one of those big core memories. I'm never gonna forget that. I'll be 80 years old and I'll still be able to call my homies up and be like, yo, you guys remember that one time where we took over the Philippines and Japan? We were out there for 2 weeks and it was the end of the year, November, right before Thanksgiving. And if you guys didn't already know, I cut hair, I'm a barber. So the minute I came back, the next 2-3 weeks, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I was packed up, cutting hair. And like this YouTube stuff, it's not saying that I was good at it or I was indulged in it or anything, but at the same time, it is one of those things where it's the people that do take this as a full-time job, just like anything that is to be successful, you have to treat it like a full-time job. You can't just set up a camera, post it up, and then like that's like your 1 million views right there. And I think I kind of came into the perspective of understanding that that's how I need to approach it. Damn, bowling's pretty good right now, boy. And like I said, we all kicked it. It was an amazing time. I always think it's hilarious when you come back from a trip and people ask you, how was it? What'd you do? Yada, yada, yada. And then, oh yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was amazing. I think you live in those moments and it's so hard to pinpoint or pick at certain pieces of your travel that you can't come up with it at the time. At the end of the day, I was packed up all through November to December, coming back into landing back in Vegas, that creating content, and also I had to figure out my game again because I was throwing like caca poo poo when I came back, and bowling is definitely one of those things that I know everyone says as long as you're having fun, but for me, bowling's only fun when you're doing well, and I know that's a bad attitude, but whatever. That's how I feel. That's how it was for a whole month. And since I was bowling bad and it felt foreign, I felt like I was back in Space Jam and the Monstars took my powers away and I was throwing it over my head or into the gutter. It was terrible. So I didn't feel like throwing any content because it felt like I was lost. So coming back in 2 months out, put in a lot of practice, figured out a lot of things that worked and didn't work, what was the most comfortable, and now we're back here on the lane. So long story short, that's why we're back here doing content again, because I feel confident about how I throw it. I know it's not perfect, but at least I can still roll, talk to you guys, enjoy, and kind of feel confident at starting up this YouTube channel again. Oh yeah, I just kicked the shit out of the stand. But I think this is actually a really, really dope concept of being able to talk and chill and hang out, because right now I got a 4-bagger, I got 9 spare in a second, but it feels fluid, not overthinking about because normally I do think about, am I behind the ball, am I cupping it, am I standing up straight, what am I doing, like everything. When I overthink things, that's when like the ball catches on my thumb, catches on my finger, and I already know the minute I do that or talk about this, we're gonna leave some ugly shit right now. But also drinking helps too. Boy, not too shabby for the first day back, huh? Like I said, I don't really want to talk too much about bowling as we're doing this. I'm treating you guys as if I talk to my homies when we're in league, or like when I'm talking to my girl when we're in league. Maybe not as intimate, but I just want us to have fun and hang out. Anybody in the Vegas local area, come through. We can bowl, drink, hang out. No competition, no trying to beat each other, which I'm sure we probably will. But the biggest thing is the fact that I just want us to hang out, talk about life, talk about what they're working on, how the gym is going, how new restaurant, movies, shows, everything that goes on. Because like I said, or actually I don't even know if I mentioned that I'm changing up the series. The series is actually going to be Life on the Lanes. So if I skip that part, that's what the whole concept of this YouTube channel is going to be, is Life on the Lanes. Chilling, talking, giving advice, getting advice. Anybody has problems or anything that they want to talk about or open up about, feel free to come through, hang out. You don't even got to bowl, just be around and talk. Because I think that's one of the biggest things too is, I think being able to like spend time and like you get close to everybody in league. You get close to the people that you bowl with week in, week out, each season, and you have nothing but to talk about good stuff, bad stuff, like needing advice. I think that's a beautiful thing that a lot of people overlook about bowling, right? Everybody wants to get strikes. They want to do well when they bowl. They want to make sure that like everything's perfect, or at least that's what my thought process is. But they forget the fact that, you know, I bullshit around with my friends like the Super Bowl happened like a couple weeks ago. I'm a Niner fan. The Niners lost. And I give every Seahawk fan a lot of bullshit just because I wanted my team up there. But hanging out in league, talking to people that actually indulge in football, because I actually don't watch football. I'm a Niner fan no matter what, but good or bad, I'm always gonna have their back, 100%. And that's kind of like the concept that I want to incorporate with this channel. I'm not gonna cut too much stuff out. Maybe lulls where I'm like grabbing stuff from my bag. Maybe like a mic malfunction, whatever. But most of the time I actually just kind of want it to be where the camera's rolling, embarrassing stuff happens, like unscripted stuff happens. Well, actually this whole thing's unscripted, but just a natural, chill, hang out, talk kind of thing. I know I need some light here. It's dark. You ever notice that in all bowling alleys it's always dark as hell? We're coming up on the 9th. I got a 5-bagger. I think that's called a no. I don't know what a five strikes in a row is called. Oh, make it 6. Let's go. Oh. But now we're in the 9th frame. And this is what I was talking about. Even before this, I think a couple weeks ago, probably like the worst bowling I ever had. I got some advice. I didn't have enough time to work on it. and man, the ball was coming off my hand like dog shit. It was terrible. Like it's supposed to be a smooth, nice, easy throw, and it was like it was pulling away cartilage from my joints. And I wasn't having a good time. I couldn't talk or hang out with people. Everyone wanted to talk to me, and I was just whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I should get a new ball. It wasn't a good time. I wasn't having fun bowling, but it was a learning lesson. I figured out that no matter how bad bowling is, it's just a game. Like, you really can't get upset about this stuff, especially if you do it every week. Like, I think I bowled like a 136, 180, and then it was a 142 to finish it off. So that was like a 510 or something like that. And not saying like I bowl amazing all the time, but I figured after 2 years of putting in work that I was able to string up something. But again, I just kept thinking about it, kept panicking, and I don't usually like sweat too easily, but I feel like stress sweat is definitely a bigger or a different kind of sweat. And that's how I felt like coming into the league. Like, I just didn't want to come in. I just felt terrible. I was sweating once we got done with the fourth frame, and I hit my like third split, and I'm like not having fun. But at the same time, it's just bowling, bro. Like, I worked a lot on how I release it, how I throw it, what I want to do or change, and I definitely feel like nervousness comes from lack of preparation, right? That's like probably one of my biggest mantras that I've ever heard. I heard it from Hustle and Flow from T.I., that Netflix rap show that they dropped. And I heard that from him, and it clicked in my head that that's true. Anytime that I feel super confident in, like if I joined a barber competition, there ain't no way I'm gonna be like nervous, because I've been doing it for 10 years. I started when I was 22, and I'm about to be 33 this year, and I've been doing it for 11 years. I can do a fade with my eyes closed. But bowling, you know, different monster. I've been here 2 years, and I still feel like I want to make sure I avoid fumbling over myself. And I think that's how a lot of bowlers feel, but that kind of intertwines with all aspects of life. Once you're able to prepare yourself for any type of adversity, then you're able to feel confident in that situation. Like right now, I'm on the 9th frame, coming up on 7 strikes, boy. Here goes 7 right here. Ooh, come back. No. Ah. Oh, that's what happens. See? Get too confident, start getting cocky. But you know what? I'm like off my hand, that felt like a great ball. I am not even tripping about it. But speaking of Netflix, right after talking about Hustle and Flow, me and my girl just got done watching that Korean Love Island version the Korean version of Love Island, which was Singles Inferno. We finished it last night, and you know, that was one of those things where it's so dope to be able to chill and hang out with my lady, and especially like after a long day of work, I'm always on my feet and I'm consistently talking to people, and just being able to turn your brain off and enjoy little moments that you have with each other, because I know that she has her stresses at work too. So don't get me wrong, we talk, we hang out, we have banter, we make jokes. I love every moment that we get to spend together, but just being able to kind of wind down and chill, like those are the moments that I enjoy the most. And like, I love being able to spend time with her and kick back, because it's almost like a calm before the storm, right? Every morning you got to deal with stuff that you got to deal with. But let's pick this up, have a pretty solid game. It is funny bowling over here right now. I got the camera right here. I got another camera down there. I know I'm nowhere close to him, but it feels like if I'm a little further out, it's gonna take one of them out. But we're finishing up, coming up on the 10th frame. I do want to say thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for future views and hanging out and spending time with me, because I know I tend to talk a lot, but I've always enjoyed the fact that, like those podcasts, whenever you get to just, it's nice listening and kind of just shutting off and paying attention to whatever the other person or the person you're watching is kind of talking about. It feels a little bit tranquil. It feels a little bit peaceful, or you might get enraged and get mad, but whatever, it's my channel. So we're gonna close out. This is gonna be a 3-bagger right here. We're gonna knock them all down. I can top off at 245, so it's looking pretty good. I like the look I got. Honestly, this is one game, no line, just feeling everything out, and probably one of my better games that I've done this week. So I'm actually really happy to see all the progress that I've done. And I think it's also a learning experience too, where at the same time, not thinking about bowling so much and just kind of chucking the ball, it helps incorporate to help you relax and actually perform well. Hopefully it's something I can continuously perform. That was a little dicey. I might move a little bit left, but I'm running out of real estate with the tripod here. So thank God we're finishing up this video. And like I said before, for anybody in the area living out in Vegas, I don't know how many people are gonna see this or if anybody is gonna see it, but if you guys wanna hop on, chill, bowl, show me what you got, talk about random stuff, keep me updated about your job, or I got a lot of bowling homies, so hopefully one of y'all see this and pull through. It would be dope to have you guys here. Maybe you could teach me how to bowl. Oh no! Yeah, I whipped that one. Terrible shot. So, 245. I gotta keep that one in the bag because that split sucks when you leave it up there, and that one looked perfect to be able to kick out that 7. So I'll keep that in mind. But I wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the support. Hopefully I stick with it and continue to strive and build something with this. But even then, at the end of the day, if I can kick it here with homies and hang out and kind of build memories with this channel, or help people out that need help, I think that would be amazing too. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next one.